are you coaching them to take it to the next level? Because that's a lot of agents.
That is a lot of agents, and that is a lot of the agents who take my course. So I would say that 3 to 6 year range, that 3 to 10 million even, it's huge. And a lot of times it depends on how you got successful in real estate, because in real estate, unless someone is pushing knowledge to you, you're learning one transaction at a time. And so that just depends on how many transactions you do and the nature of those transactions.
Yeah.
So I have agents who've been in the business like 5 years that I'm talking to last week, and they went through stage 6, which is, the lot. And they're like, you know what? I never spend time out front in the yard in front of the house. I just want to get in the house. I never step back and say, so what do you guys think of the front of this house? Do you notice the space between the homes? I don't spend enough time in the yard, and like property ownership is still a huge motivator for people. And so it's just stepping back and getting back to just fundamentals or things that you just may have never been doing that can up your game with the next client. Like you need a full tool belt, and then you get to pick the 20% for that client. But I think it's hard in real estate to get a full tool belt unless someone is pushing to you some of the things that you're just, one of them's like, I didn't really know that was called a beehive. I like the language.
Right.
I don't have all the language, which gives you credibility. It makes you come across like you're a student of the game. And if you don't have all that language, your client doesn't really know what's missing until they hear someone else. And then they're like, oh yeah, I think I would go with them because it sounds like they know what they're talking about more.
Yes.
And I think that can happen very easily, and you can be 5, 6, 7 years in the business. And that level of just professionalism, credibility, competency, confidence, you can just ooze it. And then people love that. When they can tell you love what you're doing and you're enthusiastic about it, that's contagious. And people love that, and they will respond. They will respond off that. I always tell my team, possession time wins games. The more time you spend with people, the more likely it is that if they don't buy that house, they are bought. They're sold on you.
Yeah.
And so I am bullish when I, coach the new home builder sales teams, and someone walks in the door and salespeople will tell me, but they're in a hurry. I've literally had people walk in the door and say, I'd start, with, hey, let me just kind of tell you a little about, like, we just have 10 minutes. Like, oh, okay. Well, let me just be really quick with this because I know this isn't going to matter till it matters. And then that's when it's usually too late. 45 minutes later, Steve, they're like, wow, this was so helpful. But I know that they need more than 10 minutes to make a decision on purchasing a home. And so I think when you have that confidence because you feel so confident, it's so much fun. So that's what I would tell agents who've been in it, years, that there's probably still some gaps that can just increase your conversion 10, 15%. Just huge. I mean, another couple of houses,
You're coaching, obviously sales processes, really your baby and your thing. But how much are you talking about prospecting? Because I mean, you gotta get them to come to you before you even can convert them. So tell me about
that's true. I always
in your coaching.